Thanks for joining Super J and Mad Mike on the WrestleKave, another cool video on YouTube coming at you. This time we're here to review Monday Night Raw from just yesterday, which is Monday, June 13th, 2016. I really wasn't impressed by the show. It was your take-home show going on before Money in the Bank this Sunday, and looks to be a great pay-per-view. They keep hyping it up how much it's going to be like a WrestleMania quality type pay-per-view with main events all over the card, which is true. AJ Styles, John Cena, Rollins, Reigns for the title. Okay, this Sunday, Money in the Bank. Also a six-man Money in the Bank match. A fatal four-way tag team title match. I mean, they've got a lot of great stuff going on this Sunday at this pay-per-view. And they've really built it basically with, I don't know if the writers have taken the last couple months off since WrestleMania, but the writing has been terrible. And especially ever since they announced that they would have this brand extension and that Raw and SmackDown would have their own unique rosters, they've basically decided, well, we don't have to write anything for Monday Night Raw or SmackDown anymore. Because Monday Night Raw yesterday was terrible. It had a few good matches like Cesaro and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn actually did win that matchup. It was a great match on Monday Night Raw, the match of the night in my opinion. They even had Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose fight in the main event, and Dean Ambrose did win the matchup. They just made Chris Jericho basically look like Punk over the last few months. They had him win at WrestleMania against AJ Styles, and since then Jericho's just had a lot of meaningless losses, and I expect him to take some time off soon. But again, heading into this brand extension and draft, which we expect to happen next month in July, I mean, they really haven't, like I said, done shit with this roster. I mean, you would think that going into the brand extension, they'd want to make certain guys look good, and same thing with, more guys, so they could have them split up the shows, and then these guys are actually getting somewhat of a run going into the, the draft. But to be honest with you, it's been terrible. I mean, AJ Styles and John Cena, they just basically came out and talked some shit to each other for 15 minutes, just wasting your time. Had a little contract signing that ended up being fucking terrible. And then on top of that, you had Reigns and Rollins on the Ambrose Asylum out there with Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose said he was going to win the Money in the Bank, and he was going to cash it in on whoever wins this Sunday, Reigns or Rollins. But again, they didn't have each other fight. They didn't have each other in a tag team match. It was basically a lot of garbage. This Monday Night Raw for the last couple months has just been mid-card Monday Night Raw because it's had no main eventers anywhere on the scene. Except Roman Reigns, who just comes out and just has this big grin on his face with the title on his shoulder, and you're like, you want to like Roman Reigns a little bit, but then all you do is hear all this hate towards this guy, and you know what, some of it, I could understand, but some of it I can't. But again, they have him on the show, it's garbage. Okay, they're not writing this guy to be, the next Rock or something like that. He's just winning in these matches. And in the last 2 weeks, Roman Reigns wasn't even on Raw 2 weeks ago. And then last week, wasn't on Raw. And then this week, yesterday, he was on, but basically all he did was have a big smile on his face and talk about Seth Rollins is going to have to beat the guy, Roman Reigns, in order to be the champion. And hopefully Seth Rollins does. Because I don't think anybody wants Roman Reigns to be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion going into the WWE Draft. There's a lot of rumors that they might add another title, back into the mix, like the World Heavyweight Championship. And maybe I can understand if Reigns is the champion and then Rollins is champion, or maybe Styles. But a lot of different ways they could go going into this draft, and it seems like they're not trying to invest in any of these wrestlers going into the show. And into the pay-per-view on Sunday, and especially into the draft in a few weeks. They had all the tag teams come out yesterday and basically just talk shit to each other. They did have, I believe there was an 8-man tag team title match, but I can't remember. It was just a lot of hot garbage. I mean, New Day came out, and then my boy Enzo and Big Cass came out, and they could talk the talk. And then you had the Vaudevillains come out, and then you had the Club come out. I mean, it was a decent match. The Club ended up winning that 8-man tag team match with Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows doing that pretty cool finishing move, double team move that they've done since Japan, since they wrestled over there. But just wanted to go ahead and give you my opinions on Monday Night Raw. Believe me, these next WWE Monday Night Raws, when they start getting good, these reviews will start getting good as well. Because it's just been a lot of fucking hot garbage since WrestleMania, and I've been really disappointed. And I hope with Raw and SmackDown, I hope these writers can get the thumb out of their ass and they can learn how to write again, because it's been garbage. And I don't want it to be garbage once Raw and SmackDown split up the rosters and they each have their own show and their own unique rosters. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if I'm going to watch SmackDown this week. I might, and if I do, I'm going to give you a review, but it's probably going to be shit, because that's what WWE has been since fucking WrestleMania night. And since WrestleMania, every Raw and SmackDown has just been a lot of hot garbage. They've been having Divas fucking interview at the end of Monday Night Raw to sit there and talk about I don't know what, so Charlotte can go ahead and make her daddy Ric Flair cry and all this other crazy shit. I'm just so sick of it. And these fucking main events on Monday Night Raw, I mean, it's Monday Night Raw. We're supposed to have a tag team main event, you know, for the ages, you know? Cena and Styles versus, you know, Reigns and Rollins or some crazy shit like that, you know? Switch it up. But instead, we got nothing. We got Dean Ambrose, who they're not pushing towards anything fucking good, okay? And then Chris Jericho. And Chris Jericho's came back and left and came back and left and came back and left. I don't know what to say, you know? But give us a thumbs up. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you think my review sucked, fuck you. If you think it was good, thank you. But before you go, Mad Mike, please just let him. We did get a cool Shawn Michaels DX style WWE Elite action figure. And I did talk to the man at Walgreens, because it was a Walgreens exclusive, to give me this cool stand right here. And it actually fits next to the Shawn Michaels, but they gave it to me. And as you can see, it's got WrestleMania 32 logo on there, the date. And again, since this date, WWE has been fucking garbage. But hopefully they can turn it around here with the draft, and especially Money in the Bank pay-per-view on Sunday, which they expect to be this WrestleMania quality pay-per-view. I do too. I just hope they don't fucking lay an egg. You know what I mean? But, you know, thanks for joining us on the WrestleKave. You know, your #1 place for cool WWE Mattel action figure news and fun, and also WWE news, and WWE Raw and SmackDown reviews as well. So please, I'll see you guys later. Thank you, everybody, for watching, our subscribers. We appreciate it. We love you guys. Thank you. Peace.